Hey guys, I've been kind of busy on some stuff, so I haven't been able to record as many YouTube videos as I want. I've experimented a little bit and reached out to some people on Fiverr. So the video you're about to watch is from a doctor, and she's gonna tell us about a little bit about her experience with Anki, and then show you a basic introduction. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you have any feedback, let me know in the comment, and enjoy.
Hi, let me ask you a simpler question. What is the thing you learn most out of studying versus exploring new places, go out for a walk with your dog, hang out with friends, or traveling and have fun? Trust me, I know the answer. But as a medical student, you have to focus more on studying, sleepless nights, and among books, reading and reading without much effectivity. I'm Dr. Priya, and I'm going to tell you how I survived throughout my medical school while enjoying my life. Well, it's all about time management. When you spend less time but more effective study, you are left with time to do other things you love in your life. So in this video, I'm going to discuss with you about a powerful and effective and also efficient study tool which I used throughout my medical school. I'm going to tell you my experience in learning and memorizing difficult medical stuff, scientific basis of memorization, and some examples of the tools I used to study. When I entered the medical school, I was struggling to remember stuff like anatomy because, as you know, it contained many tiny details like nerves, little arteries, veins, and then comes muscles, many more. Who can remember this all, right? So honestly, I was so desperate, and I was thinking, how am I gonna remember all these stuff? And at the meantime, I was continuously getting low grades. So I had to find a solution. That's when Anki entered my life, and it was my life savior until I completed all the exams of my head school with flying colors. Basically that is my story, and I'm not going to make you bored with more stuff. Now let's see how Anki works. Well, for over centuries, scientists and psychologists tried to figure out how the mind works, and many researches were done. And in this regard, an important finding was the spaced repetition theory. It was and it is still highly accepted. The spaced repetition theory is a technique used for efficient memorization of facts in which repeated review of content is carried out following scheduling. It's not a magical thing, just you are studying the same material with organized and scheduled time intervals. That is it. And this schedule is determined by a spaced repetition algorithm which is specially designed to improve the long-term retention and also your brain's ability to recall easily what you study. That's where we all struggle, right? During exams, we know that we studied it, but it's very hard to recall the thing. To understand this theory better, now we'll look at the Ebbinger's forgetting curve. The Ebbinger's forgetting curve is an important theory about how our memory works, proposed in by a German psychologist named Hermann Ebbinghaus in 1885. So according to this, when you study something, your instant recall is 100%. And after about 20 minutes, the retention falls down to 60%. And after about 1 hour, it falls down to 40%, and so and so. And after about a month, if you don't study the same thing, the memory retention is only about 20%. So in a field like medicine, where you are expected to remember many things, you can't survive with a retention of 20%, right? Now let us see how the retention improves with spaced repetition theory or the spaced repetition algorithm. This is the rate of forgetting with study or repetition. Now just grab the idea behind this. We just want to flatten the forgetting curve. That means the curve which is like this, which fades like this with time, we want to flatten it. That means we want it like this. In other words, we want memory retention approximately about 100%, right? We all want that. And according to this, if you repeat what you study within 18 minutes, the curve goes like this, up. And second repetition, the curve is like this. And so, after about the 5th repetition, which is about within 3 months, the curve is almost has gotten flattened, and the percentage of information retained is almost 100%. It's just perfect, right? It's awesome and excellent way to study. Can you remember, years ago we used flashcards to study. That means simply we take a cardboard card like this and we write like a topic in the front and the description on the back, and then we use to utilize these things for our studies. But then in these cards we see the same thing again and again. The basis of this Anki is to flatten the forgetting curve for study material that are difficult to remember. So basically, when you open the Anki software, this is the interface you get, and you don't get these things. These are the decks I add. So simply you just have to add, click the add button and name your deck. We'll say medicine and then click OK. And this is the deck you get. And in this, simply you just have to press add, and then it gives a window like this. And here you get a variety of cards. So I'll show you the simplest one, that is the basic, and then choose. So simply you can add front and add back. This is a window you get when you are going to add a card. So here default, we'll add hand, and then add. Okay, and then we'll type anatomy of hand in the front, and then I'm going to add a picture here. So simply you can either Google or add a picture from your textbook, or you can be creative and make or design any kind of flashcard you like. So in this one, I'll copy this image and I'll just simply have to paste it here. So this is just a basic simple format of an Anki card, and then click add button, and then your card is added. And here you can see the card has added to this. So when you click it, you get the study now button, and this is the front of the card. And when you press your answer, yes. So basically this is the idea of Anki, and then according to the level of difficulty you can press again, good or easy. So then the Anki software is automatically making an algorithm for you to show you more cards which are difficult, so that the forgetting curve of difficult stuff you read or you study are showing more and more. So this is the basic idea of Anki. I think you have a clear idea about it. You can add voice to your flashcards, you can add colors, and many add-ons are available. There are many advantages of using Anki to study medicine. And here in the synchronize button, you can synchronize the cards you make with your phone or with your tab, and you can carry them anywhere and you can just read them anywhere. And when you just have free time, you can just read, or you can just see some cards in between. So there are many advantages, and about the algorithm we will talk in further videos. So as you can see, these are some of the examples of the decks I created. Likewise, you can categorize your study material. For example, in anatomy section I have included brain, hand, and for example when we see muscles, so this is a flashcard, so you can put the question to the front and then answer to the back. Likewise, you can add many flashcards, and the creativity has no end. So it's up to you to decide what is the best method for you. Either you can add graphs or tables and anything, and even you can add voice to the questions or the answers. So yes, you can play around it and have fun while studying and memorizing better. So that's it for today, and we'll see more options in next videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. So see you in next videos. Bye bye.